something that has not been done by any Democrat in almost 3 decades. Every day that I'm given the opportunity to serve my constituents and represent what I think is the most beautiful congressional district in New Mexico. And I want you to know that our state is really a blessing for a small town southern man like me. Now some of you may know that I came from pretty humble beginnings, and that when I was 17, I had to leave school and go to work in the oil fields near Hobbs to support my parents when they became ill. If you had told that 17-year-old kid that he would be standing here some 30 years later, well, maybe over 40 years later, as the congressional candidate for the 2nd Congressional District, he would have laughed in your face, and so would a lot of other folks. But through a lot of hard work and a little bit of luck, I was able to build a successful small business, get involved with my community, serve as a Lee County Commissioner, and eventually run for Congress and win this congressional seat and be a part of turning New Mexico all blue. And the only reason that I'm able to stand up here today and say that is because last year, all of you worked harder than you had ever worked before to help turn this state blue, and I want to thank you for that, for the hard work that you did. And I want to ask you, are you ready to do that again? I didn't hear you really. Are you ready to do that again? Well, good. Because as some of you may have heard, they are already gunning for this seat. And they are willing to say and do anything to win in November. The Republicans are so sure of themselves that they think the people of southern New Mexico will vote for Steve Pierce just because his name's been on the ballot. And they think that New Mexicans have forgotten what it was like to have a rubber stamp for the policies of George Bush for 6 years. Well, I've got news for them. We remember. We remember when women were fighting for equal pay and all Congress could say was no. Well, last year, we were finally able to say yes to equal pay.